Let me ask you something. Have you ever given a woman a compliment, and instead of getting closer, she emotionally pulled away? You told her she was beautiful, you praised her looks, you tried to be nice, and yet nothing changed. Or worse, she lost interest. Maybe you've been there more than once. You see her across the room, gather your courage, walk up with the best intentions, and deliver what you think is the perfect compliment, something you genuinely mean, something that took effort to say. But the moment it leaves your mouth, you feel it. That subtle shift in her energy, the polite smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes, the thank you that sounds more like a period than an invitation, and you're left wondering, what just happened? Here's the uncomfortable truth most men never hear. It's not what you compliment, it's what her brain hears when you say it. Because compliments don't work on the surface, they work underneath, on identity, emotion, and subconscious desire. Most men throw compliments at women the way fishermen throw bait into water, hoping something will bite. But attraction isn't about luck. It's about psychology. It's about understanding how the female mind processes value, safety, and connection. And today, I'm going to reveal 8 specific compliments that don't just flatter a woman, they quietly rewire how she feels about you. These aren't cheesy lines. They aren't pickup tricks. These are psychology-backed compliments that activate attraction, emotional safety, and curiosity, often without her even realizing why. So listen carefully, because one wrong compliment can place you in the harmless category forever. But the right one? It can change everything. And stay till the end, because compliment number 8 is the most powerful, and almost no man uses it correctly. Before we dive deeper, a quick message. If you've been learning from my videos and you want to support this work, you can subscribe to me on Facebook with a paid membership, send stars, or join my YouTube channel's paid community. Your support helps me create more powerful content for you, and I truly appreciate every bit of it. All right, now let's continue. Compliment number 1. You're different from most people, and I don't say that lightly. This compliment works because it speaks directly to identity. Most women are constantly evaluated, judged, categorized, compared to other women, measured against impossible standards. This line does the opposite. You're not saying she's better, you're saying she's distinct. Her brain hears, I stand out, I'm not replaceable, I'm being seen. And that feeling, being truly seen, is rare. Most compliments blur together into generic noise. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're stunning. She's heard it 1,000 times, from strangers, from men who want something, from people who don't actually know her. But when you say she's different, you're implying observation, attention, genuine interest. But here's the key. You must say it calmly, casually, almost like an observation. Not desperate, not excited, not over-explained. The moment you start listing reasons why she's different, you kill the effect. Mystery plus certainty is what makes this land. You know something about her that she might not even see in herself, and that creates intrigue. Now listen closely, because the next compliment activates something far deeper than attraction. Compliment number 2. I like how you think. This is one of the most underestimated compliments in attraction psychology. Why? Because it shifts the dynamic from physical validation to mental connection. Think about it. Every day, women receive compliments about their appearance, their hair, their smile, their body. And while those might feel good in the moment, they don't create lasting attraction. They create surface-level validation. When you say, I like how you think, you're telling her, I respect your mind. I enjoy your perspective. You stimulate me. This triggers 2 things, emotional safety and intellectual attraction. And when a woman feels mentally chosen, she invests emotionally. Because now it's not about her fitting into your physical preferences, it's about her mind being valued, her thoughts mattering, her perspective being respected. That's rare, and rarity breeds value. Say this after she expresses an opinion, not randomly. Timing is everything. If she shares a thought about a movie, a book, or even something trivial, that's your moment. I like how you think. Simple, direct, Powerful. Compliment number 3. You have a calm energy. It's rare. This compliment bypasses ego and goes straight to emotion. Most people live in stress, noise, chaos, constant performance. When you say this, her nervous system relaxes. Her subconscious associates you with peace. And attraction grows strongest when a woman feels emotionally regulated around a man. This isn't about hype. It's not about excitement or adrenaline. It's about presence. The kind of compliment that makes her exhale, that makes her feel like she doesn't need to be on, like she can just be. And that feeling, it's addictive. Say it softly, slowly. Let it linger. Don't rush to fill the silence afterward. Let her absorb it. Here's where things get interesting, because the next compliment creates emotional attachment. Compliment number 4. I feel comfortable being myself around you. This compliment flips the script. Instead of praising her directly, you show vulnerability without weakness. Her brain interprets this as trust, and trust is the gateway to intimacy. You're saying, you bring out something real in me. I don't have to perform. You create safety. This creates a subtle bond, because now she feels chosen not just for how she looks, but for how she makes you feel. And that's powerful. Most men spend all their energy trying to impress women, trying to be funnier, cooler, more interesting. But what if the real move was letting her know she impacts you, that her presence matters? That shifts the power dynamic from approval seeking to mutual appreciation. And that's where real chemistry lives. Compliment number 5. You notice things most people miss. This activates significance. Every human wants to feel perceptive, aware, special. This compliment tells her she has emotional intelligence, and emotional intelligence is deeply attractive, especially to women, because it means she's not just existing on autopilot. She's paying attention. She's thoughtful. She's present. But again, this must be based on something real. Mention a small detail she noticed, a subtle observation she made. Maybe she picked up on someone's mood, or noticed a change in the environment, or remembered something small you said 3 conversations ago. Specificity makes it unforgettable. You notice things most people miss. I appreciate that. 8 words, infinite impact. If you've ever been ignored after giving compliments, this next one might be the reason why. Compliment number 6. You don't need to try so hard. That's what I like. This compliment removes pressure. It tells her, you're enough as you are. And here's the psychology. When a woman feels she doesn't need to perform, she feels safe. And when she feels safe, she opens emotionally. Most women are exhausted from trying to look perfect, trying to say the right thing, trying to be interesting, attractive, worthy. When you release that pressure, you become a breath of fresh air. But be careful. This only works if your tone is grounded and confident, never reassuring, never needy. You're not saying it to make her feel better. You're stating an observation, a preference. And that confidence is what makes it land. Compliment number 7. You have standards. I respect that. This is a high-value compliment. You're acknowledging her boundaries, not trying to break them. Her subconscious hears, he's confident, he doesn't chase, he chooses. Respect creates attraction far more than approval ever will. And this compliment positions you as an equal, not a pleaser. Most men panic when a woman has standards. They see boundaries as obstacles. But high-value men? They see them as signs of self-respect, and they lean in, not because they want to overcome resistance, but because they respect women who know what they want. This compliment does something else too. It shows you're not intimidated by her, that you're not trying to lower her standards to fit you. You're simply acknowledging them. And that acknowledgement? It's magnetic. Now pay close attention, because this last compliment is the one that stays in her mind long after you're gone. Compliment number 8. You don't realize how naturally attractive you are. This one works because it introduces self-reflection. You're not telling her she's attractive. You're suggesting she underestimates it. That creates curiosity, and curiosity creates emotional pull. Her mind starts asking, what does he see that I don't? How am I attractive in a way I haven't noticed? And that question keeps you in her thoughts. This compliment plants a seed. It doesn't demand immediate validation. It sits quietly in her subconscious. And days later, maybe even weeks, she'll think about it. She'll wonder. She'll replay the moment. And every time she does, you're there. Say it once. Never repeat it. Let her discover the rest. Now here's what most men get wrong. Compliments aren't meant to impress. They're meant to connect. If you over-explain, you dilute them. If you repeat them, you weaken them. The power is in the restraint, in the subtlety, in the quiet confidence of knowing you don't need to prove anything. Say less, mean more, and let silence do the rest. Because the men who understand this, they don't just give compliments, they shift atmospheres. They create moments women remember. They become unforgettable, not because they said the most, but because they said exactly enough. If this video helped you see attraction differently, make sure to like and subscribe, because this channel is where psychology meets truth. And before you go, check out the other videos on this channel for more wisdom, deeper insights, and things no one else tells you. You don't want to miss what's coming next.